Hey everyone, it's Libby from Eyes to Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. An absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies with us today. Oh boy, I hope you got a good night's sleep, or will be getting a good night's sleep. Okay, I'm just going to do a wash up of the election that happened yesterday, and this is very much a hold my beer moment, which I will put in the title. A little bit of conversation, a little bit of card drawing, and see where it goes. Okay, so as of right now, the Democrats in the Senate have gained one seat. They have gained two governor seats, but they have lost 8 House seats. Now, so it hasn't been a wave either way. It was a bit of a dribble. If you want to look at the positives, which, yeah, the negatives being a positive, usually the sitting president has mass losses in the midterms or something, and that hasn't really occurred. However, when I went to bed last night, I do my usual meditation before I go to sleep, and I said to the guys, what the bleep, 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 bleep happened? Because they had been telling me, and many of the guides, the readers that I respect, have been saying very similar, that it was going, that the Dems were going to hold the House as well as the Senate. They were going to gain some seats, which is really unusual. And it was like, what happened, guys? You were telling me for months. I mean, you know, Beto was always a bit, which, because of something he said in 2018 about guns, and he didn't really manage to draw himself back from that. Would have really liked Stacey Abrams to have won the governorship in Georgia, but the rest. Come on, guys, what were you telling me? However, while I was in this meditation, and I said, "Come on, tell me," I immediately was transported into what I would call a wooden puzzle box, very intricately carved, and I was actually inside this, if you know what a puzzle box is, I was inside this puzzle box. And what was actually happening was that ceilings were rotating, walls were sliding, the floor was moving, and I very, very clearly heard, "Let it play." So I don't think these results are actually going to be the final results. Now, whether that's my optimism talking or the guides, my interpretation of this puzzle box, and Meister actually saying "let it play," or is it my interpretation? I'd love to hear your opinion on that. But it just really threw me. So actually I slept really well last night, surprisingly. So what I want to have a look at is more about the who's going to be sworn in. So I have been saying again and again that we're not going to know the final results until at least mid-December, and it's really, really about who gets sworn in. So I'm not going to look at individual races, I'm just going to look at the overall, because if the Democrats, by the time of the swearing in, lose the House, it's going to make it extremely difficult to get any legislation through. And okay, yes, I'm an optimistic progressive who embraces change and just goes with the flow. I always find it really flabbergasting. I really just do not understand. Logically I understand, but fundamentally I don't understand why people vote against their best interests. So if we have a look at the ones that overwhelmingly and vehemently vote Republican, sorry, I'm on a bit of a soapbox here, they are often poor, rural, veterans, and those that are feeling downtrodden for whatever reason, or they're the top echelons like the Elon Musks, who want the status quo because it lines their coffers. But the majority are these people who really, do they really realise that they're voting for their health care to get removed from them, so they won't have any health care? they're the ones that usually are most desperate for it. They're going to have their social security benefits removed. Veterans Affairs is going to be gutted. You know, the education system, do they really However, as Bo of the Fifth Column has said, the problem is a lot of the legitimate journalism sources are behind a paywall, and if you can't afford to pay a monthly or weekly fee to actually read good journalism, you get stuck with the Washington Post and Fox News, who do it for free. So, off my soapbox. So, love to hear your comments. Off my soapbox. Let's have a little bit of a look. So, I'm going to go to pendulum first. So, just bear with me for a minute. I'm just going to pause you for a second. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. I've still got this head cold. Just won't go away. I'm off all the drugs that sort of hold it in check. I am hopefully flying overseas on Sunday to finally visit my family again for the first time in 3.5 years. So next week I won't be doing any videos unless something urgent comes up. I'll be taking my tablet with me. Okay, enough waffling. Let's get on and have a look at what is happening, because it does surprise me that the Senate and the governor race, because they're not, are they not, what is it, community college? No, the college electorate or whatever it is. Perhaps they're on a different system where it is the total number of votes instead of the actual districts. I'm not exactly sure. And so what that tells me is that the Democrats do have overwhelming support. It's just that they're in gerrymandered Democratic areas. So let's have a look. Come on down. Gosh, 7 minutes already and I haven't read. Please apologise. I do apologise. Okay, guys. Good morning. Can I ask a question, please? So the circle means that they're ready for me to ask a question. You put me in a puzzle box last night and told me to let it play. Does this mean that the results we're getting now are not the results, final results? And that's a yes. The Democrats do have 2 months to take steps. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Does this mean that some that have been elected will be prevented from swearing in? Yes. Okay, can I ask a question, please, guys? Does that mean new elections will be held in these areas? Yes. Oh boy, I'm getting like a vice around my temples when I said that. Okay. Will this occur by mid-December? Mid-December? And another yes again. Trying to think of a no question, shall I? So I can have. Okay. So will the runner-up, the Democrat, be automatically sworn in? No. Definite no. So it is going to go to a new election. Right. Okay, I don't know how that works in the US. If you're in the US, let me know. I'm assuming it's similar to what we would call a by-election, when, say, for instance, the person that has been elected either steps down or passes away. I don't know, but that's interesting. So, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit more of a thorough look at that. Using my gilded Tarot Royale. These are my nondescript. When I say nondescript cards, they're I have, I use the golden Universal Tarot, the shiny gold ones for Trump, and not for Trump, for money issues, and I use the tripping weight for Trump himself, and these ones they don't have a particular purpose. So these are my nondescript. So tell me a bit more. Got my ball turned on again, and the boys are being a bit quiet today after being so excited yesterday. Okay. Same place, same ball. Okay, tell me. Loss and disappointment. Yeah, that we are feeling loss and disappointment. What I do like, okay, another quokka moment, is that there wasn't the red wave that there would have normally have been in the midterms, and that so what's happening is that the young'uns are coming up and they're voting for their future, and so what you'll find is 24. I actually see 24 as being a good year, but it won't be Biden, it will be somebody else. Goodness me, he'd be 82, give it a break. So it won't be Biden, it'll be somebody else. But what's happening is the old Conservatives are falling off the twig, and the young'uns are coming up the ranks, and they voted en masse this time, which was fabulous to see. Okay, tell me what's going to happen between now. Ooh, okay, we have this patriarchal my way or the highway, which has jumped out. It's very much this dominating masculine energy that's, buggy you, I'll do what I want for my own benefit energy. So let's see. Tell me about what's going to happen between. So that's the energy we've somewhat got at the moment. Tell me what's going to happen between now and the January swearing in. January swearing in. Tell me what's going to happen between now and the January swearing in. I had a few cards. I had a heap of cards actually throw out here, but I'll just go with a few that are on the top. Actually, I'll see what they all are. So the first card that's thrown out here for me is the Wheel of Fortune. So there is actually going to be something changing, a change, karma coming and biting on the bum, destiny. Who's on the top at the moment will be on the bottom, followed by disappointment, loss, disappointment, heartbreak, despair, the truth piercing the heart, surrendering in front of all the messages, new boundaries being set in regards to something about giving and receiving money on the world stage is going to be fully exposed, and it's reaping what they sow. So I just asked Pendulum just to confirm. Oops, a little bit longer. Morning, guys. Okay, does this reading relate to some of the elected candidates? Yes. Are they going to find themselves in hot water? They're going to find themselves, yes. Is this going to happen before the swearing in? Some of them. Very much some of them. Okay. Will this be enough to swing the House back to Democrat? They're not answering. They're not answering that question, and it's just vibrating because it'll be in play. It will be a crossroads moment. Okay, we'll go a little bit further. I'll do a full Celtic and see where that takes us. Please ask any questions you want. happy to answer them. If you're like me, you're just still stunned. You're stunned, but not surprised. Okay, right, tell me what's going to happen. Celtic cross, please, instead of just the play. Tell me what's going to happen. Celtic cross between now and the swearing in. Tell me what's going to happen between now and the swearing in. Very much a hold my beer moment. Stand back and let it play. Oh boy, I hope I'm reading this message right. Tell me what's going to happen between now and the swearing in. Between now and the swearing in. Are you trying to get these cards in the right order? Right. The DOJ is what's going to happen. Okay, you ready for me to read? Yep, okay, thank you. Bringing forth all the tools in the toolbox. DOJ. Wow. Okay. I will just ask, am I reading this? Because I'm doubting myself, because I'm doubting the message that I'm giving from the guides. Can you tell me, please, guys? Tell me, is this card the DOJ? Is this card the DOJ? Yep. Okay. Let's keep going. Wow. New beginnings. They're bringing forth an extremely, the most powerful message. They have a plan. It's a new plan that's coming forward, but it's an extremely powerful message that they're bringing forward. Okay. Hoo-wee. Base, the star. The Star of Hope. Again, if you looked at yesterday's really long reading, and I do apologise that it was so long, but boy, it was a great reading. The Star of Hope, foundation of this reading, is the best of the United States coming forward. Restoration, respite from what has been going on, and hope. Foundation of this reading. Wow. Okay, in the past, Page of Pentacles, bringing forward a message of money. Bringing forward the messages of money. Okay, see where it goes. Justice at the top. 3 major arcana as a through line, and the Ace of Wands. Take note. Take note of this. I mean, out of a deck of what is it, 70 something cards, or however many is in a deck, I should know that. 52 cards, I believe. We have 3 major arcana: hope, possibilities, the DOJ, and justice as the foundation. And this is the overarching energy of this particular reading. Justice, rebalancing, actions and consequences. Immediate future. A plan coming to fruition, bringing the ship into harbour from overseas, but it is about bringing this message safely into harbour. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It's not, and I think I just got it dumped straight into my heart, that the DOJ are now feeling an urgency that they have to move forward. Okay, externally, a harsh truth coming forward. Oh boy. So this is what's going to happen between now and January the 6th, swearing in. So there's going to be this hope. The DOJ is bringing forth this extremely powerful message. The foundation is hope and restoration of all that is good. At the top we have justice, actions and consequences. In the immediate future is this message being brought forth, and it's going to be a message of a harsh truth coming forward. And it's going to be shouted from the mountaintops. Okay, internally. About the lying. Okay, thank you. They've just told me, not so much lying, it's the winning at all cost, ergo lying. Okay. They do like to prompt me when I get it wrong, but it's about the stealing. It's about the sabotage, corruption, treason. It's all those aspects. Internally, this is what this harsh truth is going to be about. Hopes and fears. A lot of messages coming forward. Really, okay, thank you. Pardon me. A lot coming for particular lawmakers. What have we got here? 8. There's going to be 8 sitting in government or being elected to government that are going to have these missiles. Okay, thank you. I'll call them missiles, but these messages come for them. Wow. Okay. Queen of Swords, the prosecutors. Wow. The Emperor, the Patriarchy, investigation, more major arcana coming out. Okay. The light being illuminated on the obstacles in the path. And when they're illuminated, when they're fully illuminated, they can be dealt with. Okay, so we have the prosecutors coming for these my way or the highway aggressive control, often my Trump or Putin card, those sorts of energies will be fully illuminated and investigated by the legal within government. Okay, within government. Thank you, guys. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. 5 if we count that one in the row. The High Priestess. Gosh, I'd love to hear other readers' opinions on this. The High Priestess. There are things that are currently hidden that are going to be revealed and exposed to the light. Another major arcana. Oh my goodness. I mean, you guys saw me shuffle. That will result in the breaking down of current systems, of complete destruction for some, so that it can be rebuilt. Now I'm drawn to the crown at the top. I don't know if you can see that in my camera. The crown at the top absolutely exploded off, so that something better and stronger can be rebuilt. Here we have the lawmakers standing firm. This is the actual, these are the good lawmakers. These are the inspirational, solid, confident, bringing forward truthful messages, passion, moving forward. It's very much about progressive movement, this particular King of Wands. Okay, on the base, you're going to laugh at this. The Fool. A new start, moving forward with hope and courage and faith. But this is about a new start, transformation with the butterfly here. But the Fool card, you all know what the Fool card means. But the fact that it's just another major arcana. And then you're going to have a laugh at the next one as well. The Ace of Pentacles. Domestic security standing firm and solid. A new start, moving forward with health and wealth and prosperity for the country. Now tell me, is that a Democrat card or is that a Republican card? So we've got this new start, like setting out on the journey. This Republican card, Page of Swords. There's going to be these messages of the truth brought forward. In regards to the King of Pentacles, we all know who that is, which is going to cause loss and disappointment. You know, they've still got 2 cups standing, but 3 have tipped over, so there's going to be this loss. And on behalf of the voter, we are in this a birth of something new. Right. Can't make that up. So be hopeful, please, be hopeful. I was going to pull some more cards. I might just pull a couple of, oh no, I won't. That told the whole story. Please, just be in the positive energy. It's all about who actually gets sworn in. I'm going to ask my runic tarot, because I do love my runic tarot and they never let me down. Base is this energy, this fabulous energy. And I know I'm on the other side of the world and I'm not in the US, I'm in Australia, and we actually have a really lovely, as lovely as they can be, still make some mistakes, but progressive government in place, not progressive enough for some like myself, but I do understand that we need to start somewhere. However, what goes on in the United States affects everywhere in the world and emboldens those who are of the backward conservative thinking, if the Republicans, if they do well. Okay, just 3 cards, please, Master. Oh, Narine, okay, thank you. Narine wants these cards. Narine, 3 cards, please. Narine is my First Nations spiritual healer. Lovely old. If you Google a photograph of Uncle Jack Charles, and imagine him just with a loincloth, an old version, the very grey-haired version, the loincloth, the staff, and that's basically almost what Narine looks like. Not quite, but almost. Okay. Tell me, Narine, 3 cards for the DOJ. 3 cards. What's the DOJ? Is the DOJ going to have a play in this? Is the DOJ going to have a play in this? Again, I apologise, this video is getting on a bit. Okay, come on down and have a look. These are the cards. This is the one that flew out first of all. The government, the legal system, can be the religious system, churches, medical, whatever. But this again is very much about the power, the overriding power of the government and legal systems. Thank you. They are maintaining their independence. They were looking at this. There is going to be something brought forward. Okay. I've got this, it worries me, this card, the resting on the laurels card, the indolence. Oh, okay, thank you. Just looking at it. Okay, they have these cups all here in the front, ready to go, is what I'm being told. It's not the usual 4 of cups where an offer is being made or rejecting the offer or whatever. What Narine is telling me in regards to this cup is that everything is in place and ready to go. And they are watching. This figure has the owl on her shoulder, the owl of wisdom. They are watching. They have everything ready to go. Everything is ready to go. They just need, no, they don't need. They are working together behind the scenes with the government, because here's my with the Biden administration. But it is not politically motivated. They're just waiting for these midterms to be over so they can go ahead. On the base we have celebration and abundance. Yay! From this cup activity. A lot of cups here. It's going to be a lot of emotions involved. There's going to be full illumination of this devil energy. bringing forward this powerful message. 10 of Wands. That has been burdensome on the United States, but what I love about this particular deck is he looks like a wizard figure to me, planting these seeds. And these seeds, even though the 10 of Wands is usually the wands over the shoulder and staggering along under a burden, this isn't a burdensome card. This is about planting this glorious ideas and possibilities so that they can grow in the next cycle. And then we have the Sword of Truth coming forward. But I do like these three cards. Full exposure of corruption, toxicity, all that is malevolent, and this new energy coming forward. Okay, that's enough. That's long enough for me today again. Sorry for another long one. Just doing the one reading today. Let me know if you want any questions answered, but please stay in the energy of hope. I'm just the messenger. The cards are telling me, and the guys are telling me what we need to hear at this time. So please stay in the energy. Love to you all. Stay safe. Don't engage. Take care and let it play. Bye-bye.